Ooh, I love that. I love that. It's so creepy. All right. Well, welcome everybody. This is Deceiver CRT Reverie, and today I'm joined by ZM Music. He's helped me out a lot with the channel over the past couple years, doing different things like music and thumbnails and whatnot. And he just so happens to be my brother too. So we're playing through one of the classic titles in our house growing up, and that's Luigi's Mansion. So let's go ahead and check out this opening cutscene. Luigi's walking through the woods. He's having some issues there. Luigi's looking a little rough.
Yeah, he's kind of let himself go.
His face was falling apart there. So I don't know if people don't know the plot to Luigi's Mansions or not, or really care. Considering a lot of Mario games don't have that deep of a story. But Luigi won a mansion in a giveaway that he didn't enter. And he, like any normal individual, would be like, heck yeah, I'll completely believe this and go check it out. But, Mario, being the nice brother that he is, went ahead and scoped out the place for him ahead of time, but now...
He never returned.
Exactly. He never returned, and Luigi's like, what the heck's going on? I gotta figure out what happened to my brother. And I feel like, Zach, you've had that exact same situation happen a couple times. I've wandered off somewhere, and you've had to go looking for me. Isn't that true?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that? Okay.
Yeah, Luigi would totally fall for, like, those, Nigerian Prince scam emails.
Scam emails, yes. That's essentially, that's what this is. We're not going to watch through that again. So we've entered the mansion, and we're going to just start exploring. So yeah, this is going to be, we're going to do 100%. This is going to be 100% like Super Mario Sunshine. It's also going to be like a walkthrough guide, let's play, combo of both. It's going to be just super casual. So if you're looking for more of a direct, get right to it kind of guide, this may not be for you, but we're going to try our darndest to make that a reality for you. At least help you get through the game, but also have a little bit of fun. So starting off, I just want to make the comment of just how sick really this mansion looks. Like just starting in the tonal difference to all other Mario games, it's pretty jarring. Like if you think of coming off of the, this is this launch title for the GameCube.
This was 5 years after Mario 64.
Right, and this is the first mainline Mario game since, right? Like since that, 64 was the last one before Luigi's Mansion, correct? Like,
kind of. I mean, there were a bunch of spin-offs after Mario 64, but before Sunshine, this was the next big, Mario game that stars Luigi.
Which, the last one that starred Luigi was Mario's Missing for the SNES, right?
Yep.
That was his first solo venture, so this is a big jump in tone and style and gameplay and...
I think Nintendo would prefer us to, forget any of those, edutainment Mario games happened.
I think they were, I don't know, it's kind of fun, it was a different era and a different time for Nintendo and very much of that time, but it's kind of fun just to look back on it and kind of have a chuckle. That's what I don't get about Nintendo, man. So much of their stuff is yeah, everyone has their cringy past. You just gotta own it. Have fun with it. So there, we went up here and tried these doors. All of them were locked. We went back down the steps, and that's when what seemed to be some sort of spooky aura stopped by and happened to kindly drop off a key. So should we try this door? The one that the camera panned up to and obviously said, hey, maybe put the key in that door. Or try this door over here.
Actually, I think we should try the door with the spikes on it.
That's a great idea, but actually, don't do that. Here, let's just show that off. I'll just show what happens when you do that. So, you lose health. Don't do that. Don't try to open the spiky doors. Not a good idea. And two, just real quick, subtlety right here. Did you notice the candle flames going out as the ghost wandered? Oh well, okay, we don't know for sure it was a ghost, but very much given the themes, I feel like it's safe to say that was probably a ghost. Made his way up the stairs.
That could have been a wraith.
Wraith. Oh, yes. There's a big difference between ghosts and wraiths. We don't want to get the two confused. But no, like little things like that. Even like just the dust kicking up off of Luigi walking up the stairs. Like that's I like that. That's something that makes this game so memorable and endearing. Just little touches that just help the atmosphere, deepen it. So Luigi's opening that door. The suspense. Even the doors are ghosts. I don't know if you saw that transparent doorknob. Okay, let's watch this cutscene.
Who's this guy?
I honestly... I love him so much. Like, this is probably one of my favorite Mario characters, to be honest. But I'll let him introduce himself. Because it's just such a great name. Ouch. Oof. I sure take a lot of knocks in this line of work. I'm getting too old for this ghost-catching tomfoolery. Anyway, nice to meet you. I'm Professor Egad. This house, I swear, it seems to have more ghosts every day. It's a young fellow like you doing around here. Anywho. No answer. Oh. More ghosts? And it's funny. It like, as a kid, I just remember being so freaked out by, like, that in particular, like, when the three ghosts come down and they go, like, rah, rah, coming at you, like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is, like, the scariest thing. Like, I wanted to shut it off. I wanted to turn it off. Like, it was not, because from what I remember, Mario, to me, was always just, like, Mario Kart. Like, that was really it. I don't think I even played a 3D, or not even 3D, or not even 2D Mario. I just played Mario Kart, and that's what I thought Mario was like. Oh, that's that guy that Mario and Luigi, they ride around in cars and race. That's all they were. So, let's jump into it. So, your name's Luigi. I think our paths were destined to cross. Well met, Luigi. Is the reading good? Do we like the reading? I kind of like the reading. Me reading it out loud, or do we want to just kind of just read at our own pace?
I kind of like reading it out loud.
Okay. I think I enjoy it too, so... Where's this, you ask? Why, these cozy quarters... If I can speak, maybe that's the qualifier. I'll have to be able to enunciate my words to make reading enjoyable. Why, these cozy quarters are where I do my ghost studying. Professor Egad's Ghost Research Laboratory. The lab, if you're of a shortening mind. I like that. That flows up the tongue better. The lab. You won this mansion in a contest you didn't even enter? Sounds pretty fishy to me. See, yeah, you're right. He would absolutely fall for those email scams, those phishing attempts. Come on, Luigi. Get it together.
Yeah.
So, you believe the mansion actually exists, then? Strange. Is he saying Luigi's strange for believing that? Or it's strange that someone would... auction off a mansion for free in some sort of contest. I don't know. I always, it feels like, knowing Egad's character and hopefully how the writers intended to have him come across, it felt very much directly commenting on Luigi being strange. Oh.
Yeah.
I've been living here since I was a lad of 20 or so. Dang. And I'll tell you, that mansion appeared just a few days ago! Oh, see, that's strange. So that's the mansion just showed up and it never existed before. What a shocking surprise. That this mansion maybe not what it appears to be. The spirits have fooled you.
I don't know. They could have just hired some like really good like construction contractors.
Oh yeah, knock that out real quick. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if it's a dream, an illusion, or what all, but I surely wouldn't be too happy winning a haunted house. I kind of would.
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah, I'd make money off of that. What are you talking about? Rent that out to ghost hunters and whoever else. People pay top dollar for that. Now that I get a look at you, you just got to get good insurance, right? Have good insurance and you're covered. I just recalled a guy with a red hat, kind of like yours, went up to the mansion without even stopping to chat, and he never returned. Was he a dream too? So Mario confirmed for rude, very rude. Not stopping by to say hi to the creepy old man in a shack in the woods with crazy glasses. It's like, I study ghosts. Come talk to me. That guy was your brother? Oh no, that's horrible. He wouldn't stand a chance against those ghosts without my help. You have to go after him. Here's the plan. I'll teach you to deal with ghosts so you can rescue your brother, Luigi. All right.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, okay, real quick. 1 sec. Here are the controls. Take a quick look at them. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. You can change it to sidestep, so Luigi just goes side to side with the control stick. Now, this is used for a lot of speed running, specifically. We're not really gonna do that. We're just gonna kind of go how I see the most common. Like, it'd be the easiest to deal with if you're just playing. So we're gonna keep it standard, and that's what I'm most comfortable with. So we're just gonna go with that. So anyway, continue your thought, and we'll jump into the tutorial.
I'm wondering, like, hasn't Mario gone through a bunch of like ghost houses without Professor Egad stuff?
You know, you're right. Mario has a very storied history of dealing with ghosts, so that was very presumptuous of the professor. So he's judging him for that. The professor holds himself in a high regard, as we'll find out throughout the game. So that's the vacuum cleaner I engineered to catch ghosts. His vacuum cleaner. I like that too. It's so like, I don't know. It's just so Mario. Like, yeah, of course, it's a vacuum cleaner. That's how we catch ghosts in this world. I call it, this is genius. There's that thinking highly of himself. The Poltergust 3000. It can suck up all kinds of things. Let her rip. Use the R button to vacuum and the C stick to change your direction. Okay, so R button. We're sucking up junk and dust and grime. Look at that. And then the C stick, we were moving around. So C stick for everybody, it's the little yellow stick right there on your GameCube controllers. C stick.
The little nub.
The little nub if you're playing with a OG controller. Because maybe you're playing on the 3DS, because that's different. That's the 3DS re-release. And maybe you're playing with something else. Who knows? Who knows where it's at now? Who knows what this is on? Hopefully it's on maybe the Switch 2? Question mark. No matter how strong you think your brother is, ghosts are mysterious beings. They can't be caught using conventional means. So you'd better use this. It's the only way to foil them. This is the only thing they fear. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I would fear that too, I guess, if given an ethereal body that was indestructible, or at least, past the living phase of life. If it was a total another form of matter, I would not want to be confined in a vacuum cleaner. Or something to that effect. Well, how's about we start your training? Ghosts seem to like darkness, and they avoid the light. So if you hit them with a flashlight beam all of a sudden, you can stun them momentarily. Then it's vacuuming time! When you see your chance, hold down the R button and tilt the control stick in the opposite direction. Just give it a try. You'll learn more that way than just listening to me yap about it. That's right. We got to do it for realsies. Okay, so I like to come to this corner and then just boom, bam, hit them with the flashlight, and then suck them up. Easy peasy. Oh, I skipped that. Okay, a ghost heart. Remember, I think he said something like, if you see a ghost heart, that's your chance to vacuum them up. Essentially, yeah. You hit them with the flashlight beam, And sorry, I'll try to watch my inputs, not spam. You want to hit them with the flashlight, expose their heart. That's the signal to start sucking. So, while vacuuming, tilt the control stick in the opposite direction to bring them in. Alright, I'm holding down B to keep the light from shining on them, so I can get close enough and get in close.
Good strat.
When that surprised ghost heart appears, vacuum it with the R button and the control stick. Tilt the control stick in the opposite direction of the ghost, in the direction opposite the ghost. My mind blank because I actually think we're calling the C stick the control stick. The control stick, correction, is the gray, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, the control stick's the big gray one.
Yeah, okay.
And then the
C stick is the little yellow one. So yeah, we'll get that right. Because I've heard them called both. I'll leave this in because that's something I want to hear about. Because I personally sometimes get confused. But the control stick and the C stick, like, why is one the control and the other one C? Why is the yellow one C? I don't know. You know
I think that's just sort of a remnant from like the Nintendo 64 controller, where the C buttons were like designed to like control the camera.
Oh, so the camera stick.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that was sort of the same logic they went with.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes so much more sense. That actually, I never knew that. So okay, so that's the C's. It's the camera stick, and that's what you use to control the camera. Oh, there we go. Today I learned. The more you know. Okay, so tilt the control stick, gray button, the gray stick. Tilt the control stick in the opposite direction quickly and repeatedly for the best results. So you kind of want to go like just back and forth, kind of like that. And just try to jerk them back and forth, and that'll bring their health down quicker. You have to get. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I just want to go ahead and clarify what I said earlier is sort of my like assumption, me speculating. I don't know if that's a hard official fact, but
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
We can look that up, and maybe we'll post if we're completely wrong or we got somewhere close to on target. So you have to get as close as you can before flashing the light. Thus, why I hold down. Surprise them with the light when they get close. Pow pow. The more, the better. Got it? So we want to try to suck as many ghosts up as we can. Looks like it only gave us one, so we'll just grab this one. We got it. Ghosts love to hide in dark places. Isn't that a hoot? There, here they come. Okay, so we got the whole crew here. We're gonna try to get as many as possible. I'm gonna group them all up. Okay, got a couple. There we go. Look at this, and boom. That was the most I've ever sucked. I've never sucked that many up ever before. I'm gonna be honest. So that was awesome. I gotta toot my own horn a little bit. I was nervous for that segment, and I know nervous for the tutorial ? But actually, I tried to record this episode, and I just couldn't catch all the ghosts. I gave myself the little goal of like, oh, I want to catch all the ghosts in the tutorial. I've never done that before, and until this moment, this was the first time I've done it. So I'm glad we caught that on camera. Catching ghosts means using the flashlight and the Poltergust 3000 as a team. You get me, young feller? That'll do. Well, how many did you get? Wow, 10 ghosts, positively dazzling, Luigi. Yeah, I've never gotten that screen because you get a special screen for how many you catch. I'd say you're ready to look for your brother
fireworks.
Now. Yep, the fireworks and then that line. That's for getting all 10. So fine. Looks like you worked up quite a sweat there. How about a little cool down in the gallery? I'm quite proud of it, you know. All right, let's go to the gallery. I need to cool down. I was nervous. I was very nervous. Off we go. So the gallery now, I like the gallery a lot. In terms of its the thought design behind it, but I will say you don't come back here often. You really don't, and there's no real reason to. Because as you'll see, as we progress through the game, the rewards for beating the bosses and finishing the zones or the areas, you get to see, you'll get to see these paintings as you finish the level. Maybe not up close and in detail, and maybe that'd be the reason to come in here. Maybe just really admire the art, thus the gallery. But I don't know. I wish there was more of an incentive to come in here. Like, I don't know.
Maybe there should have been like a little placard. Well, wait. Actually, no. Hold on. There is something that like gives like a bio for each ghost, doesn't it?
That's perfect, because I'm gonna bring up, it's the Game Boy Horror. This hasn't been discussed yet in game, but we can kind of chat about it real quick because there's some little Easter eggs I'd like to show off. But yeah, the Game Boy Horror actually has like a section to view the ghosts that you've caught, and it gives a little blurb, little text blurb about them, and it shows the map and other things. We'll go into detail, and I don't even think it'll let me bring up the screen I'm talking about, so I'll do that when we get into the mansion, and maybe we catch one of our first big ghosts. But yeah, the Game Boy Horror fulfills that. So you have the Game Boy Horror, and you see the paintings when you finish the level. So I don't know. Anyway, we'll stop chit chat. Easter egg time. You can scan many things. So speaking of text blurbs, you can scan many things in this game. I don't know if I will try to scan all of them to show you guys, because I feel like if you're playing through this, you should explore that yourself, but we'll do a couple things. So just for starters, I'm gonna scan one of these big creepy angel statues that just happen to be here for some reason. It's a statue, a very tall angel statue by the looks of it. So yeah, Luigi will just give his thoughts. It's just an insight into the Luigi Mario mind, if you will. That's his real legal name. Let's be clear. It's Luigi Mario.
If you're gonna read Luigi, you gotta do the voice.
Okay, all right. I'll do the voice. Way to go, genius! Do you have the hang of that thing yet? So yeah, that's my horrible, terrible Luigi Italian accent. So
let me.
All right, you want to you give it a try? Okay, here I'll scan. Let's scan the. Okay, wait, there's nothing. Shoot, have we scanned it? Have we scanned? No, I think, okay, let's go in here. So yeah, the gallery will populate with the portraits of ghosts you defeat. Very cool. This room's sick. I love this room so much. Like, it looks just cool. The devs, they did not have to, as the kids say, cook as much as they did. Ew, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not appealing to the youths that way. I'm not going to stoop that low, but really, though, they really did put in a lot of effort for this room that you may go into once or twice, but it's impressive. It is impressive. So let's try the scan. Okay, nothing. Let me try that.
Maybe one of the.
Okay.
Now that's a classic. I wonder how much it would sell for.
Is Charles Martinet in the room? That's perfect.
That sounded too much like Mario.
I mean, Mario and Luigi do sound pretty similar, I will say, though. So I think
Luigi's voice is more like it's a little more
it's a little more high
higher pitch.
A little more higher pitch. But also you can grab those angel statues and they will creepily flap their way. I swear to you again, just because this is kind of a nostalgia trip for us too, so let us indulge for a moment. I spent a lot of time as a kid in this room because I legitimately didn't know how to get out of it for a while. And these angel statues creeped me the heck out. I don't know why they're in this game. I would love to hear about it, or if you know, or like why. Did they just have this asset? Like, did they just make this asset and we're like, we don't really have a place to put this? Like, maybe they made it for maybe you know what I'm thinking, Zach, or ZM. Maybe you know what I'm thinking. It's later on towards the end, second boss, that area that we'll visit, outdoor area. Maybe they made it for there, And they were just like, this doesn't really fit, so we'll just throw it in here because it's a cool asset. Like,
so this definitely seems like something that was made for like a different part of the game, but they didn't think it fit. But they also didn't want to have their work go to waste, so they just put it in here.
Right. All right, let's get out of here. Are you done appreciating art for today, Luigi? Oh, actually, let's see what he has to say. Yeah, we'll talk about the. Well, we'll go through all of it because part of the 100%, I want to show off everything as much as I can. So where am I? This is the gallery. This is where I hang all my paintings, ghost paintings, that is. When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. Oh, it was glamorous, I tell you, glamorous. Well then, now I have to tell you a horrifying story. The last ghost I caught was number 22. Boolossus. But there are lots of boos, and King Boo rallied them all to take revenge upon me. They used my machine to free Boolossus from the painting. Then they went and turned all my other portraits back into ghosts too. As if that weren't enough, they built a mansion in front of my lab in the space of a single night. And then they all hid inside. If I told anybody else this stuff, they'd probably have me committed. I'm sure my portrait ghosts are somewhere inside the mansion. I just have to get him back. So yeah, Oh, go ahead.
I wouldn't think they'd have him committed though, because this is a world where like magic exists, so like anything can happen.
Yeah, but I mean, there's also New Donk City, and that seems pretty like filled with normal people. So I don't know. Who knows? The culture and world building of Mario is very interesting, and that would be something worth diving into one day. Just trying to figure that out. But no, so essentially, you got the story. That's the story. Egad picked on a big old boo. King Boo got ticked and freed all these horrible, awful ghosts in revenge, and then took revenge on the Mario Brothers all at the same time. So just a revenge-fueled nightmare. Luigi's Mansion. There you go. Tagline. Bam, bam. Revenge-fueled nightmare. So, are you done appreciating art for today, Luigi? Let's talk about the Game Boy Horror real quick. I designed the Game Boy Horror as a communications terminal. It has all sorts of functions. For example, you can press the Z button to see a list of the items you've picked up. Give it a try after you get some coins. Of course, you'll be able to see portrait ghosts there once you capture some. See, there you go. The game explains itself. It really does. Honest to goodness, it does explain itself very well. The fact that as a kid, I didn't know how to progress past this room, and another room that we'll get to very shortly, just comments on my lack of gamer ability as a child. I have since devoted copious amounts of time and energy, far more than I should have with my limited time on Earth, to become moderately okay at video games. So, now, not to brag or anything, not to brag. But no, seriously, this game does do a good job at guiding you through, but, it doesn't hold your hand. It gives you the basics here up front when you're kind of just goofing off, kind of like we are, and you get to know it, and once you've got the basics down, you're in it. So let's keep going through, learning about the Game Boy Horror. You can also use the Y button to display a map of the mansion. The display will color the rooms as you visit them. Check the map if you ever get lost. Got all that, Sonny? And that's just also an awesome name, like just Game Boy Horror. I would love to one day have a mock, like turn an actual Game Boy Color into a Game Boy Horror. I'm sure they exist out there. I mean, I'd show a picture or something. But
so yeah, I'm very shocked. I would be very shocked if like no one's done that.
Right. Sorry to bother you. Just looking. What? Okay. I just wanted to see what that said. All right, let's get back to the lab. All right then. Back to the lab again. Where will you go, Luigi? Yeah, that was. Do you know that reference? What I just said? Back to the lab again.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a deep cut. That just popped out of nowhere. I wasn't even attempting to dig for that. Where will you go, Luigi? Let's just go to the mansion. Let's get right to it. Careful now, Luigi. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you liked it. Please leave a comment, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, all fun YouTube junk. Yeah, so stick around and check out the next one. Stay
Whoa. That guy sucks.